Standing at the top of your mat, right where you left off, Tadasana. Hands into heart. We're going to take a big step with your right foot out wide. So here, nice and wide stance, as wide as you can go, and take a look at your feet. Make sure they're in one line with each other. Toes aren't turned out, toes aren't turned in. And also I'm going to stay exactly as you are from the side, making sure here your tailbone's not out. This is a big thing, you guys. We're going to talk about this a lot. Tucking the tailbone in, slight contraction of your low belly to pull your tailbone in. From there, legs are strong and straight. And eventually you want this stance to be nice and wide. So they say that your wrists should line up with your ankles. So maybe if you have a mirror at home, you could check it out. It'll take time to get there, so if you're not there already, don't worry. So nice wide stance, lifting the kneecaps, flexing the quadriceps. From there, take your hands to your hips, roll the shoulders up, back, and down, and seeing if you can get your elbows to point directly behind you. So I'm going to turn from the side again. So here, really trying to get your elbows right behind you, but not doing this, remember. Tuck the tailbone in, and then maybe starting to look up, lifting with the heart and chest. Got the sun basking on me, and then you're gonna exhale and forward fold, leading with your chest here. From there, taking your hands to the ground, right underneath your shoulders. Or if you're really tight and you have a tight back, low back, and hamstrings, maybe coming up onto some blocks or books so that you can have nice straight legs, nice straight back here. So I'm going to show from the side again. Nice wide-legged stance. See, notice here, I'm moving the chest forward. Legs are straight, back is straight. So again, you might need to come up here. Even here, legs are nice and strong, lifting the kneecaps up. Maybe starting to walk the fingertips back. Again, still leading with the chest forward. Breathing into the back of your legs. Good, I'm going to turn back towards you. And then from there, hands back to the hips. Inhale to come up. From there, we're going to move into triangle pose. So you're going to turn your left foot. And from here, you're going to turn the right foot in just a little bit here. So heel is behind, toes are turned in. And then take a look at your feet. Make sure that your left heel lines up with the right arch. And then also here, make sure you're not doing this with your hips. Level the hips out. We're going to triangle pose here. Legs are strong and straight. Again, really wide distance here. Reach your two arms apart from the center of your chest, looking over your left fingertips. And then as you exhale, starting to come forward, then pivot to grab shin, ankle, or maybe even a block or a book if you have that at home. Not turning the head right away, focusing here on the legs, nice and strong. Also focusing on lengthening the left side body, turning the left ribs up to the sky as your head turns up. Then pressing into the outer edge of your right foot to inhale and come back up. Good, turn the left foot back to parallel, turn the right foot toward the right side. And again, making sure that your feet are in one line, left toes are turned in, and maybe taking your hands to your hips, feeling where you're at here, rolling the shoulders back and down, making sure that this left hip isn't up in the air, leveling your two hips out, reaching your two arms apart. Big inhale, look over the right fingertips, and then exhale, coming forward, then pivot to grab shin, ankle, block, maybe a book. Really leaning your upper body back, bringing the tailbone in. And again, making sure you have space here on the right side body so you're not crunching down, trying to keep this nice and straight. Then you start to turn the right ribs up to the sky, looking up towards your left fingers. Pressing into the outer edge of your left foot. Inhale, come back up. Turn your feet to parallel. Again, we're going to go into another forward fold here. Taking your hands to your hips, rolling the shoulders back and down. Legs are strong and straight. Lift the kneecaps. Good. And again, we're going to lead with the chest. Fold forward. Lead with your chest. And then from there, hands down to the ground. We're going to do the same thing we did before, really plowing your chest forward. Legs are strong and straight. Straight back here. Lifting the kneecaps, pressing into the outer edges of your feet. Feet are parallel. Make sure, take a look. And then maybe bending the arms, starting to walk your fingertips back. lining your fingertips up with your toes. Maybe eventually the crown of the head comes down toward the ground. If tripod headstand is part of your practice, feel free to go into that. But if it's not, don't worry about it. I'm going to teach you headstand later in this yoga challenge. So don't worry about that for now if you're not there. Maybe just staying with the hands right under the shoulders. Open up the back of your legs. Good. From there, hands back to your hips, and you're going to inhale to rise all the way up. Going into revolve triangle now. Left foot turns to the left side of the room. And notice here, we're leading with the left. And I do that because we live in a right dominant world. So by leading with the left, we're working on our less dominant side, something that we often don't do. So you'll notice that throughout this whole challenge. So turning the left foot, and then you're going to turn your right foot 45 degrees, and maybe even stepping your back foot up a little bit. And I want you to notice here how I'm squaring my hips. This thigh rotates forward in the back to set you up for success. If your hips are like this, revolve triangle is going to be really hard for you. So really trying to get that hip around. Legs are nice and strong. And surprisingly here, the wider your stance, the easier it is. So if you have a really short stance right now, you're not going to have much room to turn. So I really encourage you to open the stance up. From there, left hand on your low back, reach the right arm up, pinky turns in, big inhale, and then exhale and revolve. Again, maybe coming down to the shin, maybe the ankle. Eventually, the hand comes outside of your left foot. And then from there, I want you to roll your left shoulder back and down. Maybe just staying here, legs are nice and strong and straight. Open up the back of your legs, lift the kneecaps. Then maybe eventually the left hand reaches all the way up as you look towards your left fingertips. Scissoring the inner thighs. So left hip moves back, right hip moves forward. Good, then exhale to look down at your big toe. Inhale back up and around, all the way turning to the other side. I'm on an uneven surface here. This is quite the yoga challenge. Okay, so this time, right foot is in front. And again, you're gonna have the back foot at a 45-degree angle, really pressing into this leg, nice and strong and straight. Maybe opening your stance up, and then see if you can work the left hip around, rotating the left thigh. Nice, strong legs here. Right hand on your low back, reach the left arm up, pinky turns in, big inhale, and then exhale and revolve. Shin, maybe a block, ankle, maybe eventually all the way down to your mat. And again, first thing I want you to work on is this rotation in the spine. So rolling the right shoulder back and down. Open your chest up toward the right side. Legs are strong and straight. Then maybe eventually reaching the right arm all the way up, looking towards your fingertips. And then scissor the inner thighs. Right thigh moves back, left thigh moves forward. Good. Exhale, look down at your big toe, and inhale back up and around. Nice work. One more forward fold here. So nice wide stance, lifting the kneecaps. This time we're going to do a shoulder opener. So I'm going to turn towards the side so you can really see me here. So nice strong legs. Again, butt's not sticking out. Pull the tailbone in. Roll the shoulders back and down. Clasp your hands behind your back. If this is a challenge for you, also take a towel at home if you can't quite clasp the hands. So from there, rolling the shoulders back and down, tailbone in, legs nice and strong. Maybe looking up, big inhale. Then exhale again, leading with your chest. Coming forward. Now you'll notice I'm really flexible. I didn't get there overnight. Took a lot of practice. So keep with this. Legs are strong. And I also want you to notice where the weight is at in your feet right now. So if you're all the way back in the heels, just take a look at me. Notice how my hips move behind my heels if I have all the weight in the heels. So I promise you're not going to fall over. Shift more into the toes, stacking the hips right over your heels. Breathing into your shoulders. This is my ultimate favorite yoga pose because most of us sit all day. We always reach out in front of us and we never really counteract that by opening up the shoulders and the chest. Good. Inhale, come all the way back up. Release your hands, and then take a giant step, top of your mat, Tadasana. Rolling the shoulders back and down, standing up nice and tall.